Hello, welcome. Welcome to another episode of the Short Pale and Handsome podcast. I'm your boy Loy Lee. Today it's a little bit late. It is Tuesday, May 4th. May the 4th be with you. How's your ma? I hope all is well. I had a rough one this week. A lot going on. I want to first, let's set the tone. Let's set the tone in a very sad manner. Sadder than me wearing a tank top. A good friend of mine has passed away, and it was like one of my first comedy friends. Good guy. His name's Ryan Demers, Ryan D. Um, I don't know the details. I just know that he's not here, and it makes me sad. So, kind of dealing with that, realizing that hey, tomorrow is not promised, and I remember, and what kind of guts me in general is that uh, he he reached out to me. I don't know, a couple months ago. Was like, "Hey, you want to get on my podcast?" Like, yeah, definitely. And then he set a date, and I couldn't make it. And I was like, "Hey, let me just find a date that works." And I never got back to him. And now I am sad. So. Um, Love the ones that are here. Let them know. Reach out. Call a friend. Let them know. Okay. I will say Ryan, great guy, always invited me out to like any show that he was running, whether like the Silver Dollar Saloon or at the Ice House or some random bar out in Covina, not West Covina, Covina, east of West Covina, which I don't even think is true. I don't think Covina is actually east of West Covina. I think it's just a place, and then I think West Covina is just another place that does. It's not actually west of Covina. Uh, as you could tell, laughing is my defense mechanism. Who knew? Who knew? I will say, give me a minute, guys. Okay, through the power of magic and editing, what seemed like forever to me is just a beat for you guys. Rest in peace, Ryan D. You will be missed by many, many people, but more specifically, you will be missed by me. Again, I don't know the details. Uh, comedians, we're not okay. If you know of friends or family that are not okay, reach out to them. If you know comics, friends with them, reach out to them. Let them know that you're thinking about them. We're not okay, So again, shout out to Ryan D. I will miss you, bro. We were supposed to grow old and funnier and drunk together, and that won't happen. So I do love you. Okay, that's a phenomenal way to start the podcast. Um, yeah, happy Asian Heritage Month, everybody. What I would like to see is, uh, uh, what I would like to see, Hulu and Amazon and all the streaming sites. They're putting forth, Asian Heritage Month and marketing towards us. And here's movies that are made with people like that look like you, that look like people that you know. You should probably watch their shit. And for the most part, that's phenomenal. I feel like that should just be a normal category. I should just be able to find that category outside of the month of May. It's gonna be May. I would like to see more Asian American stories. As I peruse the selection, it's a lot of great movies from the far and mystical East, from the Orient. But I would like to see movies about the Asian American struggle. There are, but they're just never really highlighted. Highlight. We're gonna work on that one, Lloyd. a lot of people don't like Aquafina or Nora from Queens, and I think that it's a great sub cross section, a great view of being Asian American and just being in America. Um, I don't think we see a lot of that. It's always, hey, Asian people are on screen because we're in Chinatown, or Asian people are on screen because we're a plot point, we're background. Um, I would like to see more just Asian American actors just being Asian American actors. Like, no reason. We don't need to go to Asia or Chinatown or at a Chinese restaurant in order to like see Asian faces. That's what I would like to see. Um, I would like to see like with Chang-Chi, right? Chang-Chi? Shang-Chi. I'm probably mispronouncing it. Don't listen. I speak English. I don't speak really anything else. Do not pronounce stuff based off of the way you hear me say things. I have a Boston accent most times. I don't know what I'm saying half the time, but I would like to, with Shang-Chi, it's a movie. He's a martial artist. He studied martial arts. I didn't study martial arts. I don't relate. His dad, he has a dad. His dad's a villain. I don't have a dad. I don't relate. He comes from China. Don't relate. And then he's a superhero. But is he really a superhero? Is he a superhero where I mean he's been studying martial arts for since forever? Does that make him a superhero, or does that make him just the Kobe Bryant of martial arts? I don't know. I don't know. I would just like to see Asian American actors just doing normal shit. Like whenever there's Asian Americans, it's always like kung fu. It's always like when we're the good guy, we're also the bad guy. It's like old tropes. So I'm watching this trailer and it bothers me. It bothers me in a lot of ways, and I'm supposed to like it, right? Because that's our one movie this year. That's like the Crazy Rich Asians 2021. Crazy Rich Asians was such a dope movie, right? Was so great, was such a money maker that fucking 4 years later we're not even talking about the sequel. And if we are, we're just talking about them talking about the sequel, because that's like Crazy Rich Asians is basically our joy luck club of the 2000s and 20s or 10s or whatever, whenever it came out. Every 20, 30 years, like, hey, here's your movie, shut the fuck up. You enjoy that. Shang-Chi was so Crazy Rich Asians is the joy luck club of the 2010s, and then Shang-Chi will be our Joy Luck Club of the 2020s. Well, at least we don't have to wait every 20 years. We just have to wait one every 10 years. We're closing the gap, people. Happy Asian American History Heritage Month. That's what it, you know what? That's what I want. I want Asian American History Month. That's going to be a very awkward conversation. Hey, we're going to start off we're going to start off with the Chinese Exclusion Act of 1882. And then we're going to talk about the railroads. And then we're going to talk about fucking the mass lynching in LA. And then we're going to talk about Eureka, California. And then we're going to talk about, I don't know, we're going to wrap this up, put it all in a bow, and talk about internment camps. I swear to God, all of the racial shit that happens throughout throughout the different ethnicities, as far as like, they're stealing our jobs. We heard that. We heard that in 1882. They actually made a law about that shit. A bunch of laws, actually, a bunch of bills. Hey, go back home. Yeah, we've heard that too. We actually hear that on a daily basis. Like all of these things, like we hear, in turn, putting children in jails on the border. Yeah. It's called internment camps. We've heard this shit. Um, we've we've heard it before. It's been done, but nobody talks about it. Why? Because nobody wants to talk about it. Why? Because we're the model minority. Oh, this got dark. This got super dark. Start off with a death, and then just I've been slowly dying for the last, I don't know, whatever, 10 minutes now. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Happy Asian Heritage Month. It was Filipino month last month, I guess. We're all in it together. I'm really thinking that we should actually have February, because that's usually when Chinese New Year is, and lunar something or other. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm all messed up, bro. Whose idea was it to give this guy a microphone? What did I do this week? I didn't actually get up much this week because I had some friends in town. I've been kind of depressed, passing of a friend, but I took my wife out. Shout out to our friend Don. It was my wife's birthday, and he got us tickets to Area 15, which is a art installation here in Las Vegas, which just basically opened up, I believe, in like September of last year. Meow Wolf, which I didn't get to see in Santa Fe, but Meow Wolf is a thing out here. Another very cutting edge, very modern art installation, very interactive. But our friend Don got us tickets to the Van Gogh art installation out here at Area 15. If you're not familiar, art modern art installation, it's a warehouse and you pay money for tickets for the different art installations, and there's just different themes. It's a cool little place to hang out. It's very Instagrammable, if you will. I didn't Instagram a single photo because I was enjoying the moment. But they have a Van Gogh exhibit where it's 35 minutes. You sit in this dark room and they project his art on the wall, and it's kind of like a video. Uh, it's very interesting. It's very very interesting. I don't want to like spoil it for you, but there's another way more immersive Van Gogh experience coming to Las Vegas next month. And for whatever reason, I thought they were. I got them confused, which apparently a lot of people get them confused. But this one's like a smaller one, way more affordable as well. But you just kind of sit there and you just watch as they project his work on the art. Give him a couple quotes. It's pretty dope. It was actually pretty dope. I kept on getting Van Gogh mixed up with Picasso, and my wife's like, "You're a fucking idiot." Like, I'm glad that you know something about something, but you're saying the wrong things about the wrong artist. The right thing, wrong artist. So I kept on saying, "Yeah, like fucking Picasso." Or like Van Gogh. I'm messing it up now. Like Van Gogh, like, he died recently, like in the 70s or something. She's like, he died in like 18. I don't even think he saw 1900s. He died like 1889. And I was like, no, I'm pretty sure. And I look it up, like, see, she goes, you literally Googled Picasso. We're in a Van Gogh exhibit. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me sometimes. Like, I made the connection, and I was so determined to make this connection that it couldn't be broken. Even when I pointed out, I Googled it. I literally Googled Picasso. It's just like, this is fucking Van Gogh, bro. Uh, and I thought my wife was gonna get into a fight. Like it. So we're sitting. It's like a dark room, and they're projecting it. They're projecting this exhibit on the wall, and it's projected on all four walls. So basically, if you're looking at like two walls, you can kind of see everything, and the people on the other side are looking at you and seeing the same thing, right? Um, and it's on repeat. So like every 35 minutes, it basically starts over again. You can stay as long as you want, and so we're watching it, and we get like halfway through we get halfway through it, and then like these two 20-something girls sit next to us. And you could tell because they had like stupid fucking hats on. You're either old trying to be young, or you're young trying to be cool when you wear these fucking big brimmed, not even cowboy hats. I don't even know what kind of hat. Like, you're inside. Why are you wearing this fucking hats? It's the big ones, right? The big brimmed. I don't even know, but they're dumb. You're dumb. You're either in your 40s trying to look like you're in your 20s, or in your 20s trying to look sophisticated. You look stupid, okay? Like, the big brim dumb hats are as dumb as the little hats that you wear, and you have to like bobby clip them to your fucking head. They're both dumb people. But they were definitely like in their 20s trying to look sophisticated. And there's like wait staff there to, take your order. Drink order, 30 minutes, get a drink, fucking relax. I got this black licorice flavored one. It's absinthe. It's supposed to make you trip. absinthe is supposed to make you trip. This one definitely didn't make me trip. I don't know why I would need a hallucinogen in this very trippy Van Gogh art exhibit, because they were like making the art move, like they're bringing it to life. I don't think you need actual hallucinogens to make that more better, more better. But anyways, dumb girls. Going back to the dumb girls, they're like, hey, the wait staff comes over and like, hey, you want something to drink? They look at the menu and they're like, yeah, I'll take a wine. Well, what kind of wine would you like? You know, we got a Merlot, a Chablis, a fucking Burgundy, whatever. Right? They're just listening. I don't know. I'll just take one. That's how you know. Like any bartender, any wait staff knows. Like at this point, if you go, I'll take any wine, and you're not even going to pretend like you know what you're doing, we're going to card you. If you go, hey, I'll take a drink. What would you like? I don't know. Just like we're carding you. Hey, what kind of wine would you like? I don't know. Like couldn't even say, oh, what do you recommend? Or a white wine or a red wine. No, she was like, She looked at the menu and she couldn't even like pick one. Just pick one, read it out loud, say it, go from there. So of course they get carded and whatever, but going like 5 minutes into it, they pull out their phones, which is not a problem, and they start recording, which again, also not a problem. But they had the flash on. Their fucking iPhone just had a flash. So you're in this dark room with the things projected, and then this flash just comes into your view, and then they're just recording it, right? Doing it for the gram. And you got to understand, they're recording a wall that's like 50 feet away. One time, let it slide, right? Maybe they don't know. That's fine. And then they do it again a couple minutes later. And like, hey, you have your flash on. Oh, I fucked that story up. I go up to the bathroom, and I guess my wife goes, hey, you're using your flash. Turn it off. Politely. I wasn't there. I don't know the tone, but and then they say something, and she just stares at them. She gives them the death stare, and I'm walking out of the bathroom. I just see my wife not looking at the wall, like sitting up, staring at them. Like, I wish you would say some shit again. And as a husband, I go, ooh, my wife is posturing. That is not good for them, because my wife, she's not gonna melt. They look at her, and as I'm walking back, I'm watching this interaction, and my wife is propped up, like staring at them, and then I see them like look, both of them look at her, and then they turn away. I was like, oh, they just lost that chicken. Dope. So I sit down, and then like a couple of minutes later, then I see the light again, and I was like, hey, I don't know if you know, but your flash is on, and that's my polite way of saying, hey, dick, turn your flash off. A, not only is it distracting, but B, you're in a room, you're putting a flash on to record a fucking movie screen. It doesn't work that way. You're not getting a better video. You're actually annoying people. Me, more particularly. But that was me being nice. Hey, you left your flashes on. Can you turn that off? And she goes, she didn't even look at me. She goes, no. And I'm like, and then at that point, my wife said something. I was like, I don't know. I don't know what she said. She's just out there, just whatever. And I'm kind of like, I'm kind of talking shit, right? I was like, fucking, she apparently wants to record with her flash on. Apparently she's never been told no in her life. Who knows? And I'm chirping. Chirp, 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 chirp. I don't know, fucking dumb hat over here thinks it's a good idea to break out a flash in a fucking movie theater, basically, fucking dumb hat. And so she puts her phone away, and she just sits there and pouches. You could tell she's like slouching and just like not even like just staring into the abyss, just being like, "This is not the way I want to experience it." And she just stood there. And at this point, my wife was bent. And then I was like, "Hey, we've seen it. We've seen this now twice. Like we've been here for an hour." She's like, "We're going again." And these girls have been there for at least another 2 times. And they weren't budging. They literally stopped moving. I thought, oh, we were fucking playing chicken. Like, oh, we're not leaving until they leave. Fuck, an hour and a half later. I was like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. I'm familiar with all of Van Gogh's work now. Like, I feel like Van Gogh, we've lived through his lifetime sitting here watching this shit. We're trying to play chicken, trying to not leave. But I'm petty. I'm petty. So I was like, well, these chicks in their dumb hats, they're not leaving. So I've got other shit to do. And my wife was like, yeah, fucking dumb hats. We're 40 years old talking shit to 20-year-olds. It was dope. I've never had such a better time. Fucking dumb hats. Literally, no bullshit. We leave. We leave, and we're not even gone, 10 minutes. Not even 10 minutes. And we bump into the chicks again. I think that they just were waiting for us to leave so they could take one more video and then be like, fucking show them. Fucking, we look good in our dumb, stupid looking hats. uh, uh, but yeah, Van Gogh. Definitely check it out. Check out Area 15 while you're out here in Las Vegas. The art installations are always changing. We didn't go into the Meow Wolf one. We hung out at the bar. We hung out at the bar. They had pinball games and arcades, and we're just hanging out. Great experience, and it wasn't that expensive. If you have a Las Vegas or a Nevada license, you get a discount. Definitely, they never checked my ID, so I'm not saying you should just apply for the Las Vegas resident discount, but they didn't check my ID. Moving on briskly. What else did I do? So went out with the coworkers, did a little group activity, a little team building activity, which is pretty dope. I enjoyed it. We went out to an escape room. And if you guys aren't familiar with what an escape room is, it's basically you got to do math and science and riddles and puzzles in order to go outside, right? You get locked in this room. You got to work together as a team, do some math, figure it out, unlock the door, and then you're in the outside. So it was a great team building experience. It's pretty triggering because, I feel like that is just the Asian experience growing up. You got to do your homework, math, science in order to go out into the outside. I was actually really surprised. I thought that I was just going to be like, get alpha mailed out of the room, where I'm just going to sit, drink my drink in the corner, just being like, yeah, I think, just fucking alley-ooping hints. Yeah, that looks like that's not going to work. As we're trying to put a riddle. I think the riddle said telephone. Maybe you should check that out. I don't know. But no, it was super inclusive. When you get like 5-6 guys in a room, in an escape room, and there's like an objective to be had, there's always one guy that's always going to be like, no, we got to do it our way. Didn't happen. So I was really proud of ourselves, and we got it done. We got done in like 53 minutes out of an hour. You have an hour to do it or you die, quote unquote, which is high stakes, I guess. But we were drinking beforehand, waiting for everyone to show up. And then afterwards, we drank more. And just like Loy on a bender, Loy in just real classic fashion. Fucking wake up, I'm in a karaoke bar. I was like singing karaoke. I don't sing karaoke well. You guys have been watching this long enough to know, like, oh, Loy doesn't sing that well. Yeah, so like, I'm like, oh shit, we got to a karaoke bar. Like, you should probably start singing. But it was good to blow off a little bit of steam. I definitely needed that. But my body does not like alcohol. I woke up. I wasn't even hungover. Just my body was like sluggish. My brain just wasn't working. Not even a headache. Just my brain was like on protest. Like I could just hear elevator music every time I was trying to think a thought. I had to think something up, and I just hear dum bum ba da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba. Your call's very important to us. If you continue to hold, and I just like going back to work, and I didn't even have to wake up in the morning. Like I showed up in the afternoon, and just every time I try to think of something, it was just like 404, bad gateway, network problem, couldn't think. I gotta stop drinking. I gotta stop drinking like that. But I will say, I have gotten better at drinking in public. I normally in my younger days, I will drink whatever you're drinking, which makes for a horrific experience. But yet I was do it all the time. Why? Because I'm so Asian. I don't want to just, I don't want to stick to it. You have to stick to whatever you're drinking. Whatever you drink, that's your drink, and you stick with it. Nope, not this guy. Not this fucking idiot. Uh, I was like, hey, you want a shot? Sure. What do you drink? What are you drinking? Hennessy. Dope. Hey, you want a shot? Sure. What are you drinking? Tequila. Great. I'll take one of those. Not this time. I've gotten to the point where I was like, hey, I'm drinking some Jameson. That's it. Beer, Jameson. It's one of those two. If you're gonna buy me something, those are your options. Those are your options. And that's probably why I wasn't hungover, and that's probably why I didn't fucking die. I didn't. But I'm still the yes man. Like that's what happens when I've been drinking. Yeah, let's do it. Like, hey, you want to go to a club? Yeah. You want to go karaoke? Yeah. You want to go skeet shooting? Sure. Whatever you want to do, I'm there for it. Why? It doesn't matter to me. I'm fucking drunk. It's always weird when like drunk people say no. Not like women. That's strange. Now you're just putting words in my mouth. But it's like, hey, we're drinking. Like, hey, you want to go play some video games? Nah, I'm good here. Are you drunk or you just hate video games? Hey, you're drinking. Like, hey, let's go to the next bar. And you're like, nah, let's stay here. It's like, do you not like fun? What happened to fun? You never want to be that guy. You never want to be that guy that's like staying at a bar and then all your friends are like, nah, it's time to go. We got to go somewhere else. Like, blah 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 blah. Like, nah, I don't want to go. I just want to stay here. You don't want to be that guy. Never want to be that guy. I'm always, yeah. After like 2 beers, I'm down for anything. We're gonna go do donuts in the parking lot. We're gonna do karate in the garage. What are we doing? I'm there for it. We're gonna get locked up in a room and do math and science to get out of here. Yeah, I'm there for that too. Whatever. It seems like a good idea. But it was a good team building activity. Karaoke. Now my coworkers know that A, I can sing, and B, what I know I lack in singing, I make up for in performance. Yeah, there's video out there somewhere of just me just going balls to the wall. I don't know what I'm singing. Does it matter what I'm singing? Probably not. Because it's probably not going to sound like whatever it is that I'm singing. But good times, good times. I definitely I enjoyed it. Like, I think that's always that weird thing of like hanging out with coworkers. Because then you could realize, oh, I really don't like you. But now I got to work with you like 30, 40 hours a week. That's always the risk. Nah, I kind of like my coworkers as people. As coworkers, yeah, they're fine. But as people, good kids. Good kids. Bunch of good eggs I got there. Mm. So that's what I've dedicated the next couple days to is watching some Asian American stories online, some movies, some shorts, some shorts, and I think I am going to lay off the drinking. I got a buddy in town last night. We went out to all you can eat sushi, shut the place down. And here's a hint: definitely don't eat all you can eat sushi at 11 o'clock at night, and then try to go to bed at. Ooh, that got weird. We're gonna edit that one out. Definitely don't try to eat all you can eat. Definitely don't do all you can eat sushi at 11 o'clock at night and then try to go to sleep at midnight. My stomach hates me right now. I love sushi. I eat sushi all the time, but I have enough time to like work it out, right? I have enough time to like walk around. My body's like other things, but no, you go to sleep and your body only has time to think about what's in your stomach. Yeah, it hates me. It literally woke up. I woke up this morning. Goes, oh, our turd. That was a rough morning this morning. But yeah, definitely enjoyed our friend in town. We'll probably hang out with him tonight. It'll be good distraction for me because, like I said, I am not doing well with the news of my friend, and I think that I've actually come to the conclusion that I need to create more content. So this is like words that I've used in the past. Like I've thought it, I know it, but hearing it is one thing. But like now I'm accepting it. Now that I know that my friend has passed, and time is like super limited. And I'm not really even like that sentimental kind of person. Like I'm pretty stoic when it comes to death. I don't know how to handle myself, so I just kind of stay in the pocket. This is me, be that strong stoic guy. But this one hit me hard, and I've done some soul searching, and I think that I have to figure this out. I have to figure this out um, before long. So on that note, great way to finish, Loy. Finish fucking strong. I should have ended with the dumb hats story. On that note, I think I will bid you guys adieu. Thank you guys very much for listening. I really appreciate it. Again, mental health is a thing. Definitely reach out to your friends. Somebody that you haven't talked to in a long time. Go out there and say hi. Check up on your people. Check up on your chickens, people. Thank you guys for listening. If you guys are not familiar, there's the audio version on podcast found everywhere you find podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, uh, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts. It's found there, and then you can also find me on YouTube, youtube.com/Loy Lee Comedy. I really appreciate you guys. Please don't forget to hit like, subscribe, follow, all of those things. And if you could leave a comment, a review, 5 stars, wherever you're finding this. I appreciate you guys. I love you very, very much. Um, yeah, man. I love you guys very much. Okay. I'm going to cry again. Yeah. Love you. Bye. Tell you,